This is a Royal Saloon, not the G version, so I'll just go through what options do we get in this one. So up here we got your start button, your side mirrors, you got your auto trip there, which is to reset or view the different settings. So you got like A, B and the kilometer reading. This is the brightness. You can increase or decrease the brightness of the instrument cluster. We also got this space here, which is for ETC card, obviously useless in Australia, but yeah, can be used. Down here we got a button to open your petrol tank, so that's one thing to note. Other thing is there's also an SRS airbag thing here, which means there's an airbag for your knee. This is where you pull to open the bonnet of the car. Now this is automatic. So in this car, there is no handbrake, but there is a foot brake, so that's where it is. Okay, now we are in the interior of this Crown, and let's have a look at the driver's side first. So in the driver's side, you got your steering wheel, which it is heated steering wheel. So your this section and the other section is heated. We also got some functions here, which is your volume control. This is to change the music, and this one is to change the mode of your sound system, which means you can go from your disc to FM to AM to Bluetooth. So this is where it's used. If you hold the button here, it'll let you listen to the call that you're listening and mute all the different music stuff that you have running. Now on this side we got a display. Now that display drives what's shown in the instrument cluster. To give you a bit of a demo, I'll have to fire this car up. So now you can see that is now up and running. The screen there now is showing just the battery and the engine, and nothing's been happening. So now if I press the button here, which is display, and then you'll see the screen will change. It'll show you different things. So this is probably like average fuel consumption. This one will gives you per trip. This one is like average since you bought the car, and this is it just tells you that this is a display button. You can change the display using this button. If you just want to see like what's the temperature outside and the range, that's just this screen. But if you want some more interactive stuff that you want to see, then this is the one. So on this side of your car, you also get cruise control. Cruise control kind of lives down here, which is pretty standard. Press the button to engage the cruise control and set the speed. So that'll probably set. If you press the brake, the cruise control will disengage. On this side, you have your wipers and the speed here. Obviously, if you pull it towards yourself, it'll splash the water on the screen, on the windscreen. Okay, so you got your lights on this side of the car. You get your auto settings off, or if you have your parking lights on, you can just press this button. And if you want to keep it manually controlled, then you press this to move towards this one for your low beam settings. So now this one gives you your fog lamps. Fog lamps are HIDs. The low beam and high beam are LEDs on this car. So I hope that helps. Also, this is indicator, so left and right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And down here in the middle button is your hazard lights, if you're wondering what it is. Alright, so now we come to the center console. We got your stereo here, which is radio, and your Bluetooth, FM, disc, SD card, and everything. So everything goes here. Now, mind you, this is the base model Royal Saloon, so it's not a G, it's not type F or something, so that's why you just get like a basic Pioneer NSC PW62, which just does the job. This one has a Japanese maps, which are kind of useless anyways. We can't use it here, so in most of the time I just use my stereo just for Bluetooth audio streaming or having a disc in there. And to open this one, you just press this button. It comes out, so you have to tell the reason why you're opening it. So if you just say SD card, it will then open up to that mark. Now if you see here, you got one slot there, but if you pull this one out, you've got another slot, and then that slot is for your map or your system software. So if you want to close this off, just press the button again, it'll close off that. Now on the bottom panel is what's useful for us. Now in the bottom, you'll see there a couple of stickers. So when you compliance the car, people put that as a courtesy. So in this section, you got settings and your aircon. In the settings, you got like the mode in which you want to drive the car. You got power mode, normal mode, eco mode, snow mode as well. Like if you're gonna go to snow and stuff, you can use this. Normally you just keep it to normal or eco. But if you wanna, if you're in like driving in uphill and you wanna keep the power to kind of, always punchy, then you just press the button power. In this section, which is aircon, you've got few options there. So if you press auto, it'll just fix up your air conditioning depending on what you selected on the dual side. But if you want to have your own settings, you can just go to your the seat settings. So if you see, this is your driver side because you got your driver side steering wheel there. So if you press that, that means it's now gonna turn it to the heated steering. So this is also heated seats as well. So this car has heated seats even in the base model. So if you want to keep it auto, you can just keep it auto by this. Or if you want to keep it to a lower kind of heat, you can keep it there. And this is for the fan. Fan can be increased, decreased manually, or you can just use the auto settings. Down here we got like the passenger side. In the passenger side, you've got only the heat seat option. Obviously there's no steering wheel, so yeah, it makes sense to have one of these. And yeah, if you have a dual dual AC turned on, you'll get to choose your own fan and stuff. But if you don't choose dual, obviously that means whatever's selected on the front panel will go across to the second one as well. Now this is where the aircon is, and this is for the pollen filter. This is more like just make sure everything's inside the cabin is recirculated through the pollen filter, so that it kind of filters out all the pollens and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this side. You also have some watch on that on the screen, which can be manually updated by just keep holding the hour button or minute button. So that'll kind of help you to fix up your clock on the car. So as for standard options, you got your EV mode there, just the sound off, traction control off. You got your circulation inside or inside air or outside. This is the defogger, or you can call it demister, for the rear and the side mirrors. So the side mirrors can be defogged if you have a lot of fog in your area or a mist. And then on the side, I'll also let you know that this is not automatic side mirrors, but you can press this button to manually close and manually open the side mirrors. If you're parking in a tight spot, I would recommend you closing the side mirrors. Okay, now let's come down to the bottom here. What we got here is your gear knob. That's pretty much your PR and D, and if you also got a sports mode, which is sequential S1, S2, S3 and stuff. Yeah, but I don't really drive it in that mode. I just use PR and D, but mostly D and R. That's what I normally use. Now this is a section where we have two places for cups. You can have one or two cups. This section here, we can put stuff in there. I got some stuff in there already, but anyway, so you can have that. This is empty box. I think this one has some sort of cover if you get a G type, but this one doesn't. On this side we have your center console storage box. This opens both sides. Now you can see there's a wire coming out of my thing because I have power charger here, so you get a socket that you can use to either charge your phones and stuff or whatever you want to do with it. So we got two lights, one here for the driver, one for the passenger. You also get your door light, which you can set to be always on or just when someone opens the door. Don't think these are some AUX ports. These are actually the ambient light in the cabin. This one is just the center one, so if you want to have it turned on. And this one is for the driver side, this is for passenger side. I've changed the globes to white ones just in case it looks nicer. This is your storage compartment for your sunglasses. So we also have front shades, yeah, but when you go with this one, open up that and then you'll see the light turns on. So on this side, we normally get your driver gets control of all the seats and windows.